Nick. I'm Matt, and we're Insufficient.
Goddamn, buddy.
I'm on fire this morning.
Oh my, dude, I'm pissed.
Shouldn't be pissed.
Dude, I'm pissed.
Shouldn't be pissed. Don't be pissed.
Shout out to George
Lot Boy Yorgi. Fucking
in the house. Good
bastard.
for you, motherfucker.
Motherfucking Lot Boy Yorgi.
I know.
Drags himself down to New York
I know.
and catches one of the best shows I think we've seen in a long time.
Hot shit minute.
A hot shit minute.
God damn.
How you doing?
Dude, I'm good. How are you?
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Pissed.
Don't be
So
pissed.
good.
Why are you pissed?
Dude, I'm pissed because it was so good.
Don't be pissed.
Makes me mad.
It should make us happy.
Mm,
Overall rating 4.7.
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that seems on point.
It might be a little low. TBH. If I'm being
No.
fucking honest.
No, because like, I mean, I don't know. That's a tough one. Is there a 5.0 rating? I'm probably Big Cypress is up there.
I mean, 4.86. I could see that. Dude, just look at set 2. Don't say it out loud.
Okay. By the way, we are reviewing last night's show,
12/29/2024.
night 2.
Dos
MSG.
Hueves.
So what was your question?
Just you got this show up, right?
I got it.
Yeah, just look at the length of set 2.
It reminds me of 97 shit.
Dude, it's like if I had this many fingers, that's all I need.
It reminds me of 97.
So good.
I'm kind of like blown away by it when I saw it. I mean, we were talking last night while it was going on, but I think that as things started going forward, I was like, wait a second, this is different. This is a different night. And we weren't.
Hey.
What's going on with that shit today?
Dude,
I feel like it grew like 4 inches in the last 2 days.
Taking some TRT.
TRT, be right back. TTFM.
I don't even know what to say.
We're going to jump into it.
I don't even know what to say.
We're going to jump into it.
We did say that usually first of all, I still can't hear through my headphones.
I know, you'll get used to it.
Weirded me out. We did say it's usually night 2 or 3, usually night 2 that's just off the chain.
I know, but lately their night ones have been crazy.
That's why we did night 1.
They proved us wrong. A back-to-back fire.
A lot of people didn't like night 1, by the way. They didn't have anything to complain about, but the borderline message was not eager to re-listen, which I think is bullshit.
I think they played some great shit that night. I think they're really on, and
it was a plethora of a good time.
Fuck people.
Fuck
People.
And
but last night brought the house down.
Dude.
These are one of those moments that I'm always just like so grateful and amazed at this band that, 1 minute you're pissed off. It's such a New England band, and I'll tell you why. Because the way that we feel about Phish is the way that New Englanders feel about weather. Right?
Yep.
1 second, we're like, oh, I can't wait for summer.
By the way,
2 weeks
into
into the summer, we're like, fuck, it's hard. Get back. I want winter. Right? So, like, this is just how we are, which is why they belong in New England and no one else can have them.
Yeah. It's my band.
Yeah. Listen, opening it up.
Okay, I'm ready.
Set 1.
Thumbs up.
Sample in a jar.
Yeah. You knew you were in for something at this point.
Well, sample is a weird, interesting way to get into a show. You're not necessarily, you don't know if you're going to be into it.
No, I think so.
But for me, it's sort of that middle ground area. Could we get a good show? Could we get a shitty show?
I mean, it could have been Numberline.
Like, or No Man's.
You know what, though? I heard a great No Man's the other day. So I get No Man's now.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Or
I also heard a great If I Could the other day.
Yeah, but you love that song.
It's because I was at the show. I think it was Providence, like 94.
What, the first?
It was just so good. Trey for like 2 minutes just plays one note and the rest of the band jams around it.
Yeah.
Kind of a lot like Last Night at a couple of different times.
All right, so Sample in a Jar.
Sample.
Great sample. A good sample.
Agreed.
Again, I think you're right. I don't think they're feeling good, or I don't think Trey is feeling good.
I think he's feeling a little better.
Yeah, I think he's feeling a little better, but they were sucking on oxygen before the show.
Yep.
Which just shows there was a picture of him going out. He didn't look good. Also,
he looked kind of pissed in that photo. Fishman's yucking it up. Paige is like through the door, and then Mike is like way behind.
Yeah.
Texting up the fucking squad. It's like, Mike, what are you doing to me?
Geek Squad. Sample in a Jar. Good sample. AC/DC Bag. This one.
Yeah.
Like totally threw me for a loop. Like, it's interesting because they played sample, but AC/DC was like the fact that it's a second follow-up. Okay, maybe we are into something. Because if you open a set one with AC/DC, like, we're on the way. But your follow-up is AC/DC, and the fact that it was a Type 2 AC/DC, I can't even remember the last Type 2 AC/DC.
They didn't do a lot of Type 2 night one, if any.
Not at all.
So they were like, we got some Type 2 built up.
But like a Type 2 AC/DC, can't, maybe 04, summer 04, I remember opening up at Great Woods. Really cool Type 2, but this was awesome. Went Type 2, and then they brought it home really nicely. They all came in at the same time.
Yeah, they went back.
Right back to the riff, and
wow,
did it in.
Wow.
Then we go into the MoMA.
Sneaky good MoMA.
Oh, so good.
Sneaky good.
So good. And not only that, but they got did they kind of like jam out in the opening section pretty hard. Like, they jammed out so hard, I don't think Fishman knew when they were coming in, because he started for a second and was like, oh, wait, hang on. We're still going.
Dude, I got to tell you, as great as this show was, Fishman, it was like he wasn't paying attention to the moment.
What do you mean?
Dude, keep going. Just keep going.
Great MoMA. I mean,
great MoMA.
He was really fucking around with this frothy cap, steady slap. He was frothy. Did you hear that? That was great. He didn't even finish the sentence. He was like, frothy cap. It was kind of cool. I love that.
Loved it.
Playing around with it. Great MoMA. Into a killer riff. On fire. All points hit. Great. Just the playing is on point.
Nailed it.
That always makes me feel good when they go into a riff. And it's great. Prince Caspian, your song.
And it was amazing. It was a Type 2 Caspian, bro. What are you going to do?
I just, back in the day, Caspians were totally Type 1. They were like slave to the traffic light shit.
First of all, we're in set 1, everybody.
Yeah, we haven't even.
And we're in our second Type 2 of the night.
The load hasn't been busted yet.
Oh, maybe it was. Afloat upon the waves.
This Type 2 Caspian was great.
It was great.
Had some really cool dark moments in
it,
which
it was a little dark.
I love that dark Caspian. Again, it's not my favorite song, but when you do it like this, I got your respect.
Dude, and then they went really dark.
Monsters, man.
Yeah.
This song has become my favorite.
It is your favorite song.
I love it. And it's not that it's a launch pad for anything.
No.
It's just such a good rock ballad.
Yeah.
Written by Trey. And
T-Bone.
It's great, man. It's not like a whole band jam thing.
And it's just a T-Bone.
It's just a T-Bone.
No Marshall.
Doesn't matter. By
the way, Marshall tweeting out Trey's rig's really dialed in. It's like, dude.
What do you know?
Go write a song. Shut up.
What do you know? Go take your hair off. Damn it.
Just kidding.
Play
Tom.
some Legos. We love you, Tom. We love all of you guys. We just fuck with you. Monsters.
Real dialed in, though.
I just loved it. I loved it.
It was really dialed
real
in.
Dialed in. You know who's real dialed in, man? Fucking our MVP. MVP
dude,
Mike.
He is the 2024 MVP, which is crazy because when we started this podcast, I would have given him the least likely chance. And I know who you're going to say.
Tuna Fish, our buddy Tuna Fish.
Wait, you're talking about Paige?
Well, he usually is the MVP.
He's usually the MVP. But
Yeah.
but in 2024, I got to give it to Mike.
Mike.
I got to give it to Mike.
Especially after his rig breakdown yesterday that I saw.
Yeah.
Which is, I love watching that. Man, he is all over the place. But I he's so all
You
over
think
the
Trey
place.
tells a long story. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
Mike is
the same guy.
Mike is, yeah, he's the same guy, man. Connecting pieces where they don't belong, connecting other pieces. Like, dude just goes on tangents.
When he was giving you examples of sounds, how many times did you give Trey credit for stuff that Mike was doing? Many.
That's crazy. That's another thing. Is like a lot of those sounds that I heard, I was like, oh, that's not Trey. Oh shit.
Yeah, I was like, I thought that was Trey. No,
it's not. Mike. It's Mike. It's Mike.
Dude, Mike's sneaky good.
I love the rig.
Sneaky.
Listen, I want a Fishman breakdown rig. I know it's not as enjoyable, but I want one.
What is that symbol?
The China.
Zildjian. Yeah. It's got like a bowl, and then it's got like a bowl cut on the outside.
It's called the China.
Can I take that away from him?
Why, you don't like it?
Oh my God.
I want it every time.
No. In the middle of what was definitely Trey trying to get funky in You Enjoy Myself. Dude. Don't. Fishman just wouldn't let it go.
Shh. We're getting to that.
Let it go.
Runaway Jim. A great Runaway Jim.
Highlight of set one, which is hard to do.
Dark Runaway.
Because it was. And it borderlined on the type 3 where Trey doesn't really play music. He just makes noise.
Yeah.
And Paige kind of runs the jam.
You got to do that with Runaway, because I feel like you're just going to get into this like same sort of groove thing. But like, man, they took it.
They didn't go all the way with Trey noise. And you know what I'm talking about. It's like falling cubes. And it's like, what? But they started to. It was really good.
Hang on. Cubism.
Yeah.
The cubism of Trey.
Let me tell you about the rhombus, bro.
Yeah, let me show you.
I would love Trey to actually... Trey in interviews starts talking about the rhombus, right? And then people cut him off. And it's like, no, let him finish.
Yeah, leave him alone.
He has formed thoughts
about the rhombus.
Let him finish. And I think he's going to say eventually that every Halloween show is connected. And he's going to tell you how and why.
I like that take.
Yeah. And I want to hear how, and I want to hear why.
I want the gag to be
a ball,
just a fucking harpua the whole way.
Dude, that was what they did last year.
No, it wasn't last year. That was Gamehenge.
Yeah, it was a harpua that they did Gamehenge in.
Anyways,
what though? If they walk off the stage in the middle of a harpua ever again, you're on my list.
I don't want a gag. I told you this.
You did.
I don't want a gag. Don't ruin it. The first 2 nights were good, man. Tonight's going to be good. Don't ruin it with the gag.
They're not going to ruin it with the gag.
All they need to do is come back, with some shitty fucking half-assed gag. But I did like the gag where they just had all the creatures floating around.
That's a good one. They just played music with the sea monsters swimming.
Fine, cool.
That's a good one.
Again, back to the water sequence.
What do you think about Petrichor?
That gag?
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, see? But I knew you did. This is why you and I are full of shit, because that was the most theatrical production they've ever done.
But they did a really cool job with the theatric of it.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think the Gamehenge one hit the mark.
I thought it was fine. I want my Gamehenge in one set, though.
I know. And I don't want it being told by some old lady.
No, I want Trey.
I want Trey pulling at his hair, all confused, not
be like, and then all of a sudden, Mr. Nutbag. What? That's the wrong story.
So, great Runaway Jim.
Great Runaway Jim.
Into, dare I say, a wonderful You Enjoy Myself with no peak. And
no peak and no bass solo.
I loved it. Not only did they hit all the parts.
I actually, since I was couch touring it. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
They hit all the parts.
They did hit the parts.
Well,
yep.
In that jam, man, I know you hated the China, but they fell into some. He wasn't going heavy on the China. He was doing what most people don't do on the China, because the China is usually like an accent point, right? Right. He had a groove going, really light on the China, and Trey was just chords. and letting Paige go. And I love it when
and
they
Mike
sit.
go. And
Yeah.
it was very 97 fucking funk. Except for the goddamn China.
No, that groove was awesome. I was just listening to this morning. I was like, ooh, what a tasty groove. What a tasty groove.
What were
Oh,
you, Jack
yummy.
Black?
It's fucking yummy.
Sitting on this tasty groove.
Yeah, and he
A
just I
funky
loved it.
groove
I
to
loved
fuck to.
a funk. Kill boss a sausage, your butt cheeks are warm.
Dude, that might be the best song ever.
Fucking get it on. so
You're telling me Jack Black won't come out on stage
you're
and
telling
sing
me
a
Jack
song?
Black isn't a part of Phish?
Yeah.
Somewhere.
I mean, spirit animal, something.
Is he not the ultimate Phish fan?
He's got to be. What if he hated Phish?
Ugh.
He's like, I hate Phish.
Be like, but you like how
You
can
love
you
Paige.
hate, how could you hate Phish and love Rush?
He loves Rush.
Loves Rush.
Do you love
Anyways,
Rush?
No.
Yeah, me either.
Nope.
I don't know why.
I
do why. Because everybody in high school that liked Rush was a fucking D-bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you enjoy myself. No peak.
Peak.
Into Ghost.
No bass.
When was the last time we got a MoMA Ghost?
Vocal jam into Ghost.
Yes.
Vocal jam into Ghost. Fishman pulled it in. Minor hijinks.
Great
with
Ghost.
Some screaming.
And the peak, I'm convinced that they had a great peak in Ghost.
Yeah.
Because they didn't. It was a reprise of the non-peak and You Enjoy Myself.
I feel like the peak in Ghost turned into Tube, and I wanted them to start singing Tube.
The peak, the chord progression seemed eerily similar to a You Enjoy Myself chord progression.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying I think they're paying homage to the fact that they didn't do a peak in You Enjoy Myself.
They were like, fuck. Let's go.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, we're going to fucking...
Dude, we're going to go splooge.
Yeah. Ugh.
Welcome.
It just like doesn't show up.
Yeah. Dude, I've been there. Ugh.
Like, it's like a ninja shit. You know, where you take a shit and then you can't, there's nothing to wipe.
Oh. Set 2.
Oh.
I didn't know we were doing set 2 so quickly.
Set 2, man.
So good.
Open up with gin.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with a set 2 opener gin. They didn't go heavy into the gin. That's okay.
Pulled out.
Great, but still a good gin. Because they were leaving the legs for Ruby Waves.
Yeah, which...
Still haven't sold me on the song. Still a shitty song.
Great song. Highlight of the fucking show.
Oh, highlight of the show. Bad song. It's not a great song.
I mean, it's got to be up there with the top 5 song of the year.
Almost 40 minutes, 37.5.
Yeah, and it didn't seem like it. Normally, if you get to like that 30-minute tweezer from a live one, you start feeling that you're in a long tweezer or...
And this is... I'm not...
What was that? Soul Planet? You felt like that was a long Soul Planet.
Wasn't that like 50 minutes or something?
it was, and you know, sometimes you get like a really long simple. You're like, okay, the simple song. This Ruby Waves did not feel long.
So I need to clarify.
Okay.
I don't like the song. I loved the jam.
You loved the performance, not the song.
Not the song.
Yeah.
However, it seems to be a launch pad for great jams.
This is
the second time.
This has happened before.
Once before. A great they had a long Ruby Waves. I think it was 18 or 17.
I would like 17. To get Trey to talk to me more about it.
About why this is
the lyrics. No, okay. I mean, it's really interesting. Like when you look at it, like what are you talking about here? Once again, Trey's in the ocean. You know, he's going to escape from this prison of lies.
A lot more lyrics than I thought. God damn.
Yeah, it's a good song.
That's why I don't like it.
It doesn't have any Marshall in it.
Too many lyrics. 37 minutes. And you were captivated the whole time.
Yeah.
Completely enthralled. It wasn't boring. It just kept going. It was the gift. It's like the Jelly of the Month Club. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Come on, Clark.
Clark, that's the gift that keeps on giving. Slow it down for Waste.
Yeah.
I'll always take a Waste, man.
In a rare show with a rift and a waste, this or that.
Rift.
Last one, you thought I'd betray. or Thoughts Out on a Page?
Thought I'd betray.
Yeah. I do too. I feel like when he wrote Waste, he was kind of sticking it to Page. He's like, no, dude, I don't want to be Page. I want to be Trey.
It's a great song, man. So then we go to Fuego.
I wonder
Good
if
jam.
in any of these songs they use the word Mike or Phish. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
If they ever do that, though, we're going to call it the Name the Band Show.
Yeah, Name the Band Show. I like that.
All right.
Fuego.
Yeah.
Your favorite.
No.
No.
And it was Paige. Paige just started playing Fuego, and Trey's like, okay. I actually feel like most of the show, Minkins, I feel like most of the show was pre-scripted. Did you feel that way?
So I think they definitely thought about this.
Yes.
I think they did last night too.
Yeah, I do too, which makes me think that this gag might be something special.
Because Round Room is not something you can just pull out.
Yeah. Or the Mango song.
Yeah. I know. Those are two songs that you just can't just all of a sudden
pull out. By the way,
out.
would have loved a Lizards instead of Cross-Eyed, but Fuego is fine.
I know. You know, people are obsessed with Cross-Eyed. They did a great job. They did a great job. I don't really
How come Fishman doesn't sing all of the Talking Head songs? He does such a good job.
Yeah, he does, but he has a tough time singing and playing.
Yeah.
So that's a big reason probably why he doesn't
Go ride
sing
the crash, bro.
Go ride the wave.
Hey.
The Ruby wave. Yeah, so ending with Cross-Eyed. Great. And then, come on, I called this.
You did call this, which is crazy, because I've only seen it one other time before that I can remember.
It's a bust out.
It's not that big of a bust out.
It's sort of a bust out.
150 shows.
That's a bust out. 2001, Dix.
2001 or 2021?
2021.
He's Matt, I'm Nick. We are Insufficient.
I'm excited for tonight.
Dude, that show's going in the books.
Trey teased Frankie Says and Ruby Waves.
I didn't hear that.
He did, though. I didn't hear it either.
He says he did.
But did we talk about that he definitely tweezed?
Tweezed the gray out of his stash.
He definitely tweezed Bob Marley yesterday.
Definitely Bob Marley
Not yesterday.
yesterday.
The day before, excuse me.
Yeah, day before. And then also, at some point, I heard Allman Brothers last night.
They do that a lot.
Yeah.
They do that a lot.
Do you think that's on purpose?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Trey knows what he's doing. He's not an idiot.
Do you think it's code?
Code for what?
I think Off to See the Wizard is code.
Off to See the Wizard. Wait, like secret language code?
Well, but he's communicating to the other band members.
What are they communicating?
I don't know. But they have certain songs that they seem to tease, and I think that it's like... That's a little loud.
So loud.